Okay, do you have any questions? Yesterday I ran a tutorial, and I've just run a tutorial on TikTok for 2 hours, and I branched out into UIF. We chatted about UIF for a bit and about Provident Fund withdrawals. So I've put the question out here. Would you like to ask any question about SARS applications, SARS registration? Please feel free to post your questions. If I haven't enabled questions, maybe somebody can just post that in the question also, because I see nobody's putting any. So please put your questions in my chat so that I can answer them, because I went through everything from A to Z yesterday, but I haven't really gone in depth because I don't really know what YouTubers wanted me to talk about. So we've gone through everything in the TikTok side, so you can watch that also. You're welcome. That will be great. So basically, I went through the registration process, how to get your tax number when you're just starting out, and I went through the UIF, when you get paid UIF and when you don't. Some people were under the impression that you get paid UIF at any time when you leave a job, which is not the case anymore. The government changed that law a few years ago, and most people were not aware of it because nobody told anybody about it. They only find out when they resign and discover they can't claim benefits anymore because UIF has changed. And if you resign from a company, you can't get benefits. It's only if you get dismissed, or if you're retrenched, or if you actually lose your job through liquidation process, can you get benefits from UIF. Or if you are sick, like if you resign from disability, or if you're sick for 2-3 months or whatever, and they hold your job. And also through pregnancy, if you are pregnant and you claim your maternity benefits. That's another reason you can get your UIF benefits. But resignation, nope, that's been done away with completely. So unfortunately, so a lot of people have been caught that way. And I had a guy I spoke to on TikTok earlier that got caught that exact way. So he resigned, and unfortunately, no one told him about that. So that, okay, I'm going to put another question here. Please post your questions. I'm going to put another question here because I don't want to go through everything 2 or 3 times when you've all heard it already. So I'd rather answer questions instead. Okay, so please post your questions. Let me just see, maybe I haven't enabled it properly. I see quite a lot of you are here, but I'm going to put here a post. You can, oh wait. I've only gone onto this chat to do these tutorials a few times. I'm fairly new to it. So, oh, there we go. There's somebody. Do you have any questions? Please post. Hi. Please post any queries you have so I can. The Trebler 72. Hello. If you have any queries, please post your question and I will answer them, and I can give you links privately as well if you require any questions answered. Because I have run this tutorial already on TikTok, so I ran it yesterday as well on YouTube and TikTok. I haven't done it on Facebook yet because it's a little bit complicated that I don't know how to do it. To be honest, I don't know. That's why I'm only running it here at this time. In a few months, I'm going to set up a actual course on TikTok, so you could just go in and listen. So for now, these are free, but the TikTok ones later on are going to be paid ones. So grab these while they're available. Okay, so we're running down the process, basically how to register online for SARS and get your tax number and submit your tax returns. So if you've heard this before, just bear with me because there's people that have not heard this tutorial yet. So if you need a tax number and you haven't submitted your tax returns, because I know it's tax season now, so some of you may have been received your SMS or WhatsApp or work first. Hi there. Oh yes, somebody that says they're using it translate. Yeah, I know. I actually use the translate also. So I use the translate quite a lot because I use Amazing Talker, and I use the translate there because I don't speak Korean or Mandarin. So I use the translate there. So, so thanks for letting us all know. That's very useful. I'm not sure if my information is helpful for you there in Korea, but uh, thanks for listening in anyway. Okay, because we're talking about South African SARS and Revenue Service and UAF and all stuff like boring stuff like that. So, but thanks for the information about the translator. I'm sure there's other people that are not aware of the translator. I only found out about it when I started using Amazing Talker, and that is extremely useful. I used to use straight up Google Translate, but that translator works very well. You are right. So the actual wait. So wait, I'm just checking here if I have a question here. Okay, no, I don't. Okay. Anyway, um, I'm. I don't know if I should wait for anybody else to come, or if you want me to just go ahead. Because I am going to run this again tomorrow, so that's why I was just going to answer questions now and just do it again tomorrow. So you can come on. I normally come on around 1 or 2 on TikTok, and then about 3 or so here on YouTube, and do basically exactly the same thing for those who don't have TikTok or don't use TikTok. So yeah, everybody see my cat while we're about it. Hello, cat. Okay, nobody wants to see my cat. Okay. Okay, I'm going to go. A question and answer. Mr. Korean guy, you've gone. Okay, I'm just putting this up. Start. Go. By the way, it's right reserved. Okay, sorry. Okay, I'm not going to run this very long because I'm running it again tomorrow at what 1 or 2 on TikTok and again at 3 also on YouTube. Okay, so these are tutorials that I've been running, but the whole entire tutorial plus all the questions and answers and so on are available on TikTok for free. They're not, you don't have to pay to watch them, but they are question and answers. So there's the start of the tutorials on TikTok are, well, the tutorial followed by people's questions. Some I took offline. Okay. Yeah, I think I'm not going to stay here much longer. I'm actually really tired. Today's session was actually quite tiring, I found. Um, I was actually surprised how tiring the session was because it's been a long time since I've run courses like that. Mm, yeah, I am. If you say I'm looking tired, I am tired. I'm really tired. I've been running a tutorial like most of the afternoon, but not on this platform, on the TikTok platform. So my tutorial was based on SARS and UAF and all those boring things people have to attend to, but just somehow, sometimes you just don't know the ins and outs and you need someone to help you out. So that's why I put the question and answer. Post your questions, I'll help you out. Okay. I think I'm only going to run this for another 5 minutes. If no one comes, I think I'm calling it a day. How's it? This is a tutorial. You can throw up a question because I have run it twice today already, so I'm not going to get into it all again. It's just talking about UAF, SARS, tax, all that kind of thing. So hit me with a question and I'll see if I can help you out. Let me change this thing here. You go away. Go away. Oh, dustbin. Okay, dustbin. Okay. Um, to see if anybody is interested. Else I'm closing this. Okay, Mr. Korean is gone. Okay, let's move this out of the way. I can't see myself. Okay, hope I should. Okay, I will write your questions down so that I can answer them. And I think I will include the questions in future tutorials and stuff like that. Oh my head, I'm tired from all this. I'm actually getting tired. Anybody? Oh, she's. I think that was supposed to happen. Anybody? Not yet. Wait, that's thing. I can't see my own eyes. Maybe I should draw trees while I wait.